President Bola Tinubu's administration. Joining me is the National Organizing Secretary of Afenifere, Otumba Kole Omololu. Thank you for staying the course on the program. As someone who works within the Yoruba political, the Yoruba cultural framework, how do you weigh in on the conversation on whether or not Mr. President has lived up to the legacy of progressive Yorubas like Awolowo and Abiola? Remember that in 2023, there was a lot of conversation as to that 30-year replay. Oh, you can't hear me, Otumba. Can you hear me now? All right, we probably will have to work on that connection so that I can. Okay. I was asking what you make of Mr. President's performance vis-a-vis the conversation of whether or not he's lived up to the legacy of progressive Yoruba leaders like Awolowo and Abiola.
Thank you, Nifemi. Yes, I think we have gone through this. We have said it that 2 years in an administration that took over a broken house is something that is a Herculean task. And we advise that whatever the president is doing is supposed to be a legacy. He should not be too political. Go and look for the best in the society. Go to PDP, go to PRP, go to SDP, pick the best to come and serve the country. Listen, Mr. President, you are not young. Your children, like Obafemi Awolowo, anywhere you hear Obafemi Awolowo today, when you see Auntie Tokumbo, you look at the aura, you look at the respect, you look at the love. That's it, second Oduduwa in Yoruba land, because of what the father has done. And this is what I will plead to Mr. President. What his children will live on, his grandchildren will live on, his legacy. Party politics, put it aside. Go and bring the likes of Wike that you brought from PDP. Go to other parties and go and bring them, let them come and help your administration. Look for the best in the north. Go to the east. Go and bring beautiful brains, like Professor the guy who was the deputy director of the CBN before. One brilliant professor like that. Forget whether they are not in your party. They will help this country. We have them all across this country.
All right.
This is my plea to Mr. President. We want to rescue Nigeria. He is not taking over any legacy. He's not taking over any good thing in Nigeria. He's taking over a very bad, destroy Nigeria. He's trying to rebuild Nigeria. And if you are doing that, go and look for workers to help you. And then if you live there, Mr. President, your name is going to be the one they will be mentioning.
All right.
So don't look inward alone again towards the APC that you belong to. Go to everywhere, look for them. Look at people with conscience. People that have mercy. People that will take the public and say, I should have mercy on them. Not merchants in government. Not merchants in government. You want people with conscience. You want people who want to sacrifice their time, their life for the country, to be the great nation that is supposed to be.
Indeed.
The greatest black nation on earth. The hope of all the black people in the world. This is the time for President Tinubu to do it. If he doesn't do it, I'm not sure any other person, I pray that any other person will come and do it.
Otumba, I guess the person you mentioned earlier was is Kingsley Moghalu, right?
Kingsley.
All right. Beautiful.
Kingsley Moghalu.
Yes.
Kingsley Moghalu, I repeat his name again, one of the brightest minds.
All right.
I've never met him, but I've read him so much. Go and bring such people
Let us quickly turn our attention to what you have called an alleged conspiracy against the Tinubu government. In a recent statement, you spoke about you were reacting to a particular development, what Afenifere described as an alleged plot to sabotage President Tinubu's administration by branding it a Yoruba government. Can you elaborate on the nature of this threat? How real or organized you believe this conspiracy is?
Thank you. How can anybody in his or her rightful sense brand a government a Yoruba government just because a Yoruba man is leading the government? And then all those that you believe that are enhancing his government, they are stabilizing his government, you believe you should deal with them. To me, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that is the anchor of democracy. So far, so good, they have been able to stand by this government. No threat of impeachment. Every bill is being passed. There is so much cooperation. This is what Nigeria wants. At the end of the day, you have some people trying to undermine, bringing lots of frivolities, bringing lots of blackmail to derail the government. It's not fair. Afenifere will not stand by and be looking at all this. You see, we are not an information channel of the government. For us, we are an objective observer, not because it's a Yoruba man. Because we want the best for Nigeria. Nigeria has gone through turmoil, has gone through torture. We have a leader now that we all support. Why should you be conspiring together and be labeling it a Yoruba government? And it must be destroyed.
But Otumba,
did we do that to General Buhari?
In that press release, you compared the lack of ethnic pushback during President Buhari's 8-year tenure with the current ethnic labeling of Tinubu's government. Why do you think this administration is facing this kind of identity-based scrutiny now?
It is not. It is a blackmail. It is a blackmail by enemies. By enemies of Nigeria, not just enemies of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed and Tinubu. Enemies of Nigeria who believes they must be in charge of Nigeria at all costs and bring us down and draw us down and take us to dark ages. Those are the enemies. Labeling a government that is headed by a Yoruba man, a Yoruba government. How can he be a Yoruba government? Are we the only one that voted for him? Everybody voted for him and he became president. What on earth? And somebody believe he or she can be used, that she can be used to push this idea?
All right.
The God of Nigeria will not allow it.
You have said that
Nigeria to be the largest and the most prosperous nation on earth will not allow it.
You said President Tinubu's government is not a Yoruba government, but a Nigerian government.
Yes.
Critics who have argued that the current administration is heavily skewed in favor of the Southwest, but we discussed that earlier. And the presidency is also saying they are investigating this. But is Afenifere concerned that defending Mr. President against such attacks might itself deepen ethnic polarization or
We are
fuel?
not defending Mr. President. We are not defending anybody.
Just a
we
minute.
Are saying,
Yes, but they are saying that the stance the organization is taking right now might fuel a perception of ethnic loyalty over national objectivity. How do you respond to that?
what is national objectivity when you are trying to drill a government? Afenifere stand for Nigeria, even though we are Yoruba, and we have been doing it. When Shugaba was being deported out of Nigeria, Shugaba was in the NPN. He was not a member of UPN. It was Yoruba people that went to fight for him. The people of the South, they were following the Northern People's Congress and Nnamdi Azikiwe, some of them, It was Baba Awolowo that went there to liberate them. Joseph Taka of middle belt was on salary, and so on and so forth. They are not Yoruba. That is what we are made of. If we see something good, we will say it. This is not about defending anybody. We are not defending anybody. We are just being objective. We have been the only nation in this country that has never asked for the dissolution of this country. We have never. We never say Araba. We never wage war. We never cause civil war. We want the greatness of Nigeria. That is who we are. That is the kind of creation the God has created.
Did you
Tinubu or somebody else,
Otumba,
we say the truth.
you said Yorubas have never fought for the independence of the nation. Did you omit the call for Oduduwa Republic? There was this guy who, can you remember, who was arrested, and then I can't remember his name right now. From Oyo State.
Officially.
Okay.
We are talking officially, Nifemi. Anybody, every group, even during this period that I'm saying, a lot of people will say, no, I don't want to be part of Nigeria again. We are talking officially.
All right.
Though there are some people who wage war. They say they don't want to part. There are some people who say, Araba, we don't want to be part of Nigeria again. But we're Nigeria, Yoruba has always defending Nigeria, that Nigeria should be great. Nigeria should be great. Even though we want devolution of power. We want devolution of power to the region and to the states, so that Nigeria can attain its greatness in the world. That is who we are.
Some argue that Afenifere has become too politically aligned with the presidency. How do you maintain your role as a watchdog for Yoruba interests while also defending the president so passionately?
Well, we're also doing what?
While also defending the president so passionately.
We are not defending the president. We are being objective. We are saying it's sober reflection on what is happening in the country. It's not defending. It's not being defensive. Anything that is a policy that the federal government brought out now about forest guard, are we defending it? What we are saying is that this policy, this agency is supposed to be a state agency. It's a state agency. We are just being matured. It's not about defending any government. If anything good is doing it, we will say it. And if there's something we believe it is not right, we talk about how people are suffering. No government personnel will come out to say people are suffering. They will not say it. But we are saying it, that there is a lot of suffering in the land, and we plead for the federal government and the state and local government to please do something about it. Is that a defense?
Correct me if I'm wrong. That press statement you released in May, you firmly stated that Tinubu shall serve his full 8-year term. Was that a political forecast or a warning to those planning to challenge his re-election based on ethnic sentiments?
What I said there was that he has a mandate to be in power for 4 years, and with the wish of Nigerians, another 4 years. The wish of Nigeria. Am I God? Although I am his unrepentant supporter, I want him to spend 8 years there. Me, Kole Omololu, I want him to spend 8 years there. But it's up to Nigeria to say yes, he must spend 8 years. That is what I mean in that statement.
Let's begin to wrap this up. Otumba Omololu, finally 2 years down, and he has 2 more to go for the 4-year tenure he was elected for. If he will go 8 years, he will have to win another election. But what must President Tinubu urgently correct or improve on, not only to be politically successful, but to achieve some level of national healing and a legacy of unity for Nigeria?
The primary cry of Afenifere is restructuring. Political restructuring, fiscal restructuring, so summing up true federalism devolve power to the states or region as it may be. That is what we are looking for. Now, as of Tuesday in Afenifere, a new leader, I call him leader, emerged in the person of the former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Oba Olufalaye, as the chairman of National Executive Council. A man who is any other name than being the president in this country. We believe such a man will come about, his experience, sell it to Mr. President. He's one of the brightest mind in the world. He has accepted to help us chair Afenifere, to help the leader to propel the Yoruba and Afenifere forward. He will offer Mr. President his wealth of experience. Remember, the man was voted for overwhelmingly when he ran for election in this country by all the Yoruba people. They voted for him against General Obasanjo. They wanted him. During the national conference, they elected him as the leader. At Ile-Ife, during the time of Obashijuade, he was appointed the leader. So he's a natural leader in any form of shape. We are relying on him to help heal the wound in the land, bring him together, all Afenifere, inclusive of Mr. President, who is a member of Afenifere too, and offer his brilliance in economics to Mr. President.
All right.
This is our gift to Nigeria. Oba Olufalaye, CFR GCON. This is our gift to Yoruba land. This is our gift to Nigeria. I believe Nigeria should make use of him now that Afenifere has offered him.
So is he automatically taking over from Baba?
God is the one that can decide that. Until Baba dies, when the leader dies, that is when there is a new leader.
All right.
When the leader dies, you don't bury a king alive. Nobody can become leader except the leader is dead. That is Afenifere tradition. That's our tradition. Olori Ebi system.
Okay.
So it's up to Obafalaye if Baba dies. We have many leaders who can take over from Baba. We have Senator Okoromo there. We have General Ani Akinade.
But as chairman, we have to go now, Otumba. But as chairman of NEC, is he next in line for the leadership? Is that what it means?
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously, yes.
All right.
Is the Prime Minister. Obviously, yes.
We have to go now.
Yes. He acts in the name of the leader. Anything now, he acts
Okay.
in the name of the leader and do it, but the leader is still the leader.
We have completely run out of time. National Organizing Secretary Afenifere, Otumba Akoli Omololu, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you, Nifemi. Anytime I will answer you. You are a very, very good anchor.
Thank you. Thank you for the very kind words. Well, that's our show today, everyone. Thanks for being a part of it. Remember, you can watch it again at midnight and at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am Nifemi Oguntoye.